Is it a gun that sucks balls?
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome today.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something.
Like dick piercing?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
Still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
I'll just kill some random dude.
His wishes blow.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail. Unnecessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
You know, I once cured a case of Lou Gehrig's disease by pretending I was trapped inside a box.
On the other side of the table is Dr. Syintist.
That was just an innocent window, and you saw what I did to that.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, I'm telling you I love you, and all you love is my dick? Do you know how that makes me feel? Welcome to Plotty Time.
I know that feeling.
One little piece for the correction crevice. We got a little confused on the Metro timeline because they made like a bunch of games and re-released them several times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So first was Metro 2023. That's what we did. 2033. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we did. Was released in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was Metro Last Light, the one Dr. Syintist and I played.
Mm-hmm.
That was 2013. Then the Redux, which was Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light, came out in 2014. And then there was a brand new sequel, Metro Exodus, for PS4 in 2019. And now Metro Exodus, the one from 2019, is going to get a PS5 upgrade. So there isn't a new game coming as far as we know.
Yeah, I knew all this.
I don't even remember talking about the games at all.
We did Metro?
we were confused about what game or if there was another one coming for PS5. This is just some clarification. So we nailed it. That's all I got for the crevice.
Fair.
Barely a crevice.
I mean, it was a clarification crevice. You know,
Well,
it
like a
wasn't the
little
correction crevice.
Crack in the sidewalk.
Okay, so let's move in to our favorite segment of every week. What are you playing? What are you watching? What are you doing? Dr. Syintist, what's going on, buddy?
I still haven't played anything.
Ooh.
I watched more of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Can't go wrong.
No, can't.
Did you finish it yet?
No, I got to the episode. What was the last one I watched? Frank Retires. Where they're talking about the hole in the beginning, and Frank's like, that's it, I'm just out of here.
I don't remember that one. Is that the one where he's like losing his mind?
Yeah. And they try and find out who's going to get his shares from the Paddy's chain of succession.
Oh.
And they find that, what the hell's his name? Frankito.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot all about that one.
So good, Frankito.
Yeah. And I watched the first couple episodes of the new season of Castlevania.
Oh.
Ooh.
How was it?
Of course, it's fantastic.
Okay, I still got that's on my list, but I'll get to it.
Yeah.
And I watched a couple of bad movies. Well, more than a couple because I didn't finish like 90% of them.
Okay.
Any slappers?
No. One was called Debug. It's about these kids. They're kind of like hackers.
I was thinking about watching that one.
Well,
Don't bother.
I wouldn't.
Fair enough.
Okay, that's enough for us.
And I watched one called The Perfect 46. It's about a guy who they like make a test that they can check what the genetic makeup of your kid's going to be.
Okay.
It's kind of like eugenics-ish, but...
Well, that always turns out great.
Yeah, well, you know.
Most of the time.
You know how it goes. But
Do I?
It was all right. Yeah, they're your favorite protagonists.
Well, we're going back on that again. Okay.
Bringing it
Once
back.
it's not true, I'll stop saying it.
Okay. Whatever, dude. Tell us more about The Perfect 46.
And that was about it. I mean, it's kind of...
Was it about scientists?
Yeah. And like... They screw up and a bunch of kids die.
Of course they do. They're scientists.
Oh, no.
Boom.
And then the guy who makes the test finds out he can't have kids. And it kind of gets like... His life starts to fall apart. It's all right.
Does it get
much
a little,
better
like,
than Debug.
tear-jerky and heartstringy?
No.
All right, good.
Is anyone in it I'd recognize?
The main guy kind of looked familiar, but I think he just looked like somebody that I might have known.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
And I watched, because I saw the preview for the next one, I watched the Venom movie again with Tom Hardy.
Oh, you know what? I was thinking about watching that again, too.
I've never even seen it. Is it good?
Oh, it's awesome.
Is it?
I liked it. I didn't think it was amazing, but I sure enjoyed it.
I mean, it's not as good as the other Marvel movies, but
I like Tom Hardy. He's all right.
He's good in it. He's really good in it.
yeah. And The preview for the new one just looks awesome.
It did.
It has Woody Harrelson
Oh,
as Carnage.
damn, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, just hear Woody Harrelson and Carnage.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. Good enough for me.
I'm sold.
Yeah, I would definitely check it out. It's if nothing else, it's a fun 2 hours. Like it's not reinventing the superhero movie, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And symbiotes.
Yeah, he's kind of like an anti-hero. So
Yeah, he's not like he comes out the end of that movie a good guy, but he's not that great of a guy. Like he still sends a symbiote to eat people at the end of the movie. like,
Whoa,
like what did he learn? You
spoiler.
know? Well, I mean, that has nothing to do with the story. That's like a
it's kind of his thing that the symbiote just keeps wanting to eat people.
Yeah, it's the symbiotes
Yeah.
doing, not his.
yeah. But I like their relationship. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
All right. Check it out.
That's all I did. What about you, Poppascotch? What'd you play, watch, stuff?
Thanks for asking, buddy. The only thing I really I wanted to get to more Resident Evil, but I didn't. It was a busy week.
Mm-hmm.
I barely played any Call of Duty Zombies.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We played one night. Forgot about that. We did that.
Yeah.
And then didn't we fucking die on like level 4 or 5 or something?
No.
Or 6?
How many levels is there?
I'm pretty sure it was like 8, wasn't it?
We died after we finished the main objective, and then we're going to the teleporter. Like, we died at the part where you should be already done with the level.
I just want to say you fell, and I, like an idiot, I went to try to pick him up.
Oh, yeah.
That was his fault.
That's your fault.
Dude, you should have just
You're
kept
bad.
going, because if
I know.
if
we
I
would've
were to
finished
die
it,
and
yeah.
you would have finished it, we still would have been fine.
Hindsight's always 20/20.
You're right. It's we live and
Looking
learn.
back, it's still a little fuzzy.
Speak of mutually assured destruction.
Nice story. Tell it to Reader's Digest.
So to answer your question, Dr. Scientist, the
Yes?
level, you know how we're talking about getting to like level 9 was our big deal. We exfilled and successfully completed level 9.
Yeah.
The level cap is 935. So that's where we're at with the game.
Did anybody ever finish all of them? I'm sure.
Oh
there is,
yeah, people on YouTube.
I'm sure there's people who hacked it and did it too.
But it's like once you get to level, I forget what the cutoff is, but it's like level 10 or 20. Like the guns don't get any better, the zombies don't get any better, and you just keep doing the same objectives over and over. So like, what's the fucking point to get to level 900 other than to say you did?
Yeah,
it?
that's 900 levels of the same thing.
Yeah, it's very pointless.
Yeah, like the same 6 maps and like 8 objectives or something like that.
Pac-Man doesn't even do that many.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pac-Man has a decency to kill your screen at like level 255.
Yeah, 6.
Sorry. Thanks. Save me a fucking crevice entry. Okay. But other than that, I watched some stuff.
Oh.
No.
I got back into Supernatural.
Oh
It's
shit.
about time.
This is why I said I got to start Castlevania. I'm like, wait, got to get back to Supernatural. And I saw an episode that is apparently a fan favorite that everybody loves. It's called Baby. It's the one that's entirely shot from the point of view of the car.
Oh, that one's so good.
It was a really good one. But like, I didn't even realize what was happening until I was about 25 minutes in.
What?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It doesn't leave the car for 25 minutes, and he still hasn't figured it out.
Yeah, like there's different camera angles within the car, but like the point of view never leaves the car. Dude, I was like, why? There's a lot of tight face close-ups in this one. That's when I put it together. Like every time they got out of the car to do stuff, we were still sitting in the car.
Wow.
But it was really good. It was really good. I like when they do. I prefer that they do these weird experimental ones than the goofy fan service ones.
Dude, when Dean is out fighting the monster and Castiel's just talking on the phone in the car for like 10
That's a
5
great
minutes.
bit. It's like, and he just keeps talking. Like he's just giving Dean more information. And Dean's like ripping that dude's head off, and then he doesn't die. Or no, he shoots him, and then he gets in the car and is listening to Castiel. Then he sees the guy trying to get up. He's like, oh, God damn it. And he gets out, knifes his head off. Spoilers, by the way, for, I don't know,
Nobody.
a 6-year-old episode of a television show. If there's anyone who was like, God damn it, I was in season 10, I'm sorry. But other than that, which I did enjoy, I'm working my way through season 11. I'm at like episode 7 or 8 now. And then I watched The Righteous Gemstones. I finished it.
Nice.
And I gotta say, I fucking loved it.
Yeah, right. It's a good show.
It was just great. Like it actually at the end it had like a heart.
Yeah.
And I cared about these scumbag preacher family. Like these spoiled kids in the scumbag preacher family. I'm like, damn, I hope they're all okay. It was really weird. It was they're awful people, and they're not supposed to be the heroes.
It's such a great cast, though. You gotta love it too.
Hey, everyone's so good, and I love when Danny McBride's character. Not that this is much of a spoiler, but he shows the video to everybody, thinking that this will like clear his soul and his slate, and he just fucks up like 5 families' lives, like, and ends 5 marriages right there. And they were all like just kind of following his lead because he was like the head guy, and it was, oh my god,
Yeah, it's clutch.
it was fucking. And then the one dude is in the chair like, I wish I had somebody to get mad at me right now. Oh, it was great. It was great. But other than that, didn't watch anything else. Well, I did watch one other movie, but I think Chump Slap's going to talk about it, so I'll just chime in there. So let's move to you, Chump Slap. What are you playing, watching, doing? What's going on with you?
Well, I played one round of zombies with a friend of mine,
Oh yeah, you have a friend?
a co
A
podcaster.
Okay.
Is this your other podcast?
Yeah. No, that's all I did. That's the only thing I played this week. I was just thinking about it earlier. I was like, damn, I haven't turned that shit on.
Damn. And we've run a gaming podcast, and we've barely played anything the last week between the three of us.
Who has time to play video games?
I know.
I know.
When you're doing research.
Dude, that takes up
Right.
90% of my free time.
I do it on the shitter. Oh, it's crazy.
I should get a little table there.
Yeah, why not? Or at least stream it. Like a little TV with a...
Well, watching it wouldn't be the problem. Just writing about it.
Oh, okay, I got you.
No.
What, I'm gonna
okay.
put the pad on my leg as I'm shitting.
You got to sit backwards and use the tank as a table.
There you go. But then you got to take your pants off. Bullshit. You got to take your pants fully off the shit. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
These are the problems we have. We got to take our pants all the way off the shit.
But I watched some movies.
Hmm?
Yeah, listen.
Cool.
I watched this movie called Satanic.
I mean, yes.
Okay.
Is it the Titanic with Satan?
Oh, that would be sick.
Damn.
No, it's a bunch of kids go to California to go check out like murder sites and suicide sites and stuff, and then they save a woman for what they think is a sacrifice ritual, and it turns out she's just like crazy into satanic stuff, and she does this, I don't know what you call it, some type of seance type thing, and they all get fucked up. They all get
I
sucked in.
think I
with
might have
her.
started that and just shut it off.
Yeah, I've started it multiple times, but this time I was like, I'm fucking finishing it. And they all just get fucked up and go to hell at the end or something like that.
Are they in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
I did see this.
Yeah.
And didn't it end in like a warehouse?
yes.
Is it that one?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't care for that movie. I thought it should have been a lot better.
No, it has that guy from Barry. You ever watch Barry?
I sure did.
Barry O?
The one Russian dude? The bald.
Oh, that was the guy from Bear. Oh, that's awesome.
I know, right? Totally different characters. It's awesome. I watched this movie called Out of Time. It's about these aliens that escape through a time portal in 1951.
I watched that.
You saw that?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't terrible.
I've seen a lot worse.
Yeah. But then there's this G-Man from 51 who goes through, follows him, and he's trying to catch him in like 95 or 2005.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Dr. Scientist, but doesn't this happen in Supernatural, where they go through a time portal back to like the early days in the 50s of the
Yeah, that definitely happens.
what's it groups?
It's a reverse portal.
The word of the men of letters. Yeah, but this is bad. This is the other way. He comes from the past into the future.
Yeah, he comes from the
Oh,
past.
to hunt the
okay.
aliens.
Gotcha.
It's all right. I mean, it's worth a watch. It didn't piss me off like Satanic.
Yeah. These aliens escape and he follows them through this time portal.
Yeah. I also watched a duo of movies that was suggested to me by the one and only Ham Man.
Man, shout out, Ham
Shout
Man.
out Ham Man.
Ham Man.
That would be Wolf Creek.
You never saw Wolf Creek?
No.
Wow, I saw it in a theater.
Really? And I love Australian horror movies.
That was probably, the 90s? Had to have been in the 90s.
04-ish?
Yeah, it's early
06-ish?
aughts, I think.
Oh, yeah, 90s.
Yeah, it's all a blur. But I don't know. I thought it was a little slow. There were only a couple deaths. A little gruesome. It was okay.
It was kind of.
Was it based on a true story?
It's
well,
loosely
like,
based
yeah,
on a
loosely
serial
based.
killer.
Like Titanic was based on a true story.
Yeah.
Okay. So like they made up the narrative part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was a dude in Australia killing people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, there's not enough deaths. There's not enough anything. There's no action. And then I watched Wolf Creek 2.
Okay.
And they answered my prayers. It was from the beginning, it's just him fucking slaughtering people. It's so good.
Do you have to watch Wolf Creek 1 to like get Wolf Creek 2? Am I going to be way out of the loop?
No.
You could watch both. You got plenty.
But
of
you'll
time.
watch Wolf Creek 1 and you'll see him do the head on the stick thing where he just stabs it. He does that like 3 times in the first 20 minutes of the fucking second.
That's because it was the best part of the first one, so they did it a couple of times.
Good.
I just love how it's like, oh, there weren't enough deaths in the other one? Well, watch this now.
It's like they actually listen to the fans or something. It was
Except they just kept using, well, we're out of ideas on how to kill people.
No, he kills a lot of people.
In varied ways.
Yeah, and then you see a bunch of like, it's pretty cool. I'll give it a thumbs up.
Okay.
It's definitely not a slapper. It's too good to be a slapper.
You think?
The first one, at least.
Oh, let's get into slappers then.
Yeah, dog.
Oh no, let's talk about the other movie that I watched.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, we'll take a step back.
That's not a slapper. Hell House LLC 3.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh, this is the one I also watched, yes.
Oh, what did you guys think?
It's not as good as the first one.
I think that the first one was the best. The third one,
Was second best.
yeah, it's definitely 3 than 2. I like how 3, because the second one, yeah, it was a different story. You had like the medium and you had the news reporter come in and just the same shit happened to them as the first group, you know?
Mm.
But I like the idea that there was this play and there was this gaslight, like, no, the house isn't haunted. Come on back. Come on back.
Oh
We'll
yeah,
give you
it's
more
just
money.
the one guy's plan just to try to save humanity or whatever.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Pretty
it's
much.
wild.
It was a little up its own ass. A little bit.
Yeah, but then you see they go back to the first original people. They show up again
Yeah, I thought that was cool how they tried to tie
in
it
the
together.
afterlife.
Oh, in the afterlife?
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting that the people that were in the play that they were running out of this place, they saw the cast members from the first one, but they were like dead and ghosts and confused and trying to lure them to the bad guy. And then at the end, which I guess spoiler,
Yeah, who cares?
they're in like the afterlife and the dude's just like, "Come on, we got to get out of
He's
here."
like, we're stuck here. It's okay. Everyone's cool.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it was weird.
I mean, wasn't great, but it was all right.
yeah. I think it was just like tied it all together. It's like, that's the end of it. No more.
It's a shame they're not going to film a Jack River Steakhouse anymore, you know?
Burn the place down, finally.
Again?
I don't know. You're talking about the Country Junction burned down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
That was right next door.
yeah. Somehow that steakhouse made it. though.
Dude, I remember I was driving the opposite way the day that it was burning down, and you could see the fire from, like, so far away.
Yeah, it was fucking massive.
Really?
It's awesome. And they rebuilt it exactly the same.
Yeah. You couldn't even tell.
They still have all the wax statues.
Oh, fuck yeah, they do.
So insurance paid for wax statues.
Dude, they still have, like, velociraptors.
Well, dude, you know, it had to have been an inside job.
Yeah, I know, right? Because they weren't making money. But that's for another podcast.
Yeah, let's not get... Allegedly, they inside jobbed it.
But let's go to the
Allegedly.
slapper of the week. Barney Berman's Wild Boar.
Okay. I'm going to guess Barney Berman is a carnival barker who allied with the angels to possess Satan. It's a reversal.
No.
Mine is, it's a take on Death of a Salesman, but with a farmer.
I like it. But no, it's dumber than anything.
Dumber than those?
Yeah.
Those were pretty dumb, too.
It's about these couples that go on a geocache hunt, and they're like, there's this really famous dude and he has geocache, and they find a signal from some like satellite signaling device that he left there, and they go look for it, and they end up falling into kind of like Land of the Lost. They kind of like fall into a world where pig humans are fucking killing people that go in there.
Like that Seinfeld episode.
Yes.
Nice.
Almost exactly.
Huh.
But I don't think it's another world. It's like still part of our world where like nuclear bomb tests happened and it's all like just radiated and there's people turning into pigs.
Interesting.
I don't know. It wasn't good, but it slapped so hard. I had to tell you about it.
And what was it? Beanie Baby, the Bark? What was it?
Barney Berman's Wild Boar. I think Barney Berman was just the guy who made the film.
I don't know. I don't understand geocaching, so.
You just look up
I get that, but why?
because it's fun. It's like fake. It's like treasure hunting.
Except people tell you exactly where it is.
Sometimes they just give you clues. Like they give you a place that you go find a clue, and then you have to find the next clue.
So a scavenger hunt.
Yeah. And scavenger hunts are fun.
All right. Well, then there it is. That's the slapper of the week. Barney Berman's Wild Boar.
You heard it.
I got that, right?
You got it.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. Well, then how about we go ahead and head on into our favorite segment of every week, which is video game news / stuff. So Rambo and John McClane are coming to Call of Duty Warzone.
I did see a movie called Rambo, B-O-W, and had a kid.
Okay.
Oh, are you talking about Son of Rambo?
It might be Son of Rambo, yeah.
That was a good one. It was like a kid who saw the movie Rambo, fucking loved it, and then just reshot it with his friends.
Oh, really?
It's pretty
That's
like
actually
his little
pretty cool.
kid friends. It's pretty great. And yeah, so that's all I got. I don't really know what that means. I think they're
Just skins?
I don't know if they're skins or if they're characters in Warzone you have to hunt down like in Fortnite.
Oh, yeah, like Wolverine hunt.
Yeah, that sort of
Maybe.
thing. But I guess that was big news because, it's Call of Duty Cold War. It takes place in the 80s. 80s action heroes. You get it.
Yeah, it's weak.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Well, if you think that's weak, wait till you hear the next reason is. Because our favorite company ever, Bungie.
Oh, I thought he was going to
Ooh.
say Google Stadia.
That's all right. Easy. So Bungie accidentally enabled crossplay for Destiny 2
I
across
saw
all
that.
platforms.
Yeah?
But that's cool, though, because then they came out immediately and said, oh, sorry about that. We're just going to go ahead and disable it again.
Why?
Because they don't have the agreements in place. They just
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like from a legal perspective. From what the rumors are, Sony doesn't want it to happen. I think Xbox is on board, Bungie's on board, and Sony doesn't want to do it. That's the rumors, allegedly.
Yeah,
Rumors based on
whatever.
nothing.
That's silly.
It is silly.
I turn crossplay off sometimes just because I don't want to play against computer people, but
Fair enough. But other than that, I got one piece of speculative bullshit.
Ooh. What is it? What's he got?
I mean, this one's pretty fucking thin. Talk about drawing conclusions that aren't there.
I'm all about it.
Internet's good at
So we are familiar, and we're about to be much more familiar, but right now we're familiar with a guy by the name of Gabe Newell, right?
that. Yeah.
No.
He is the head of
Valve.
Steam.
Oh, Steam, Valve.
Yes, Valve, Steam, that guy.
Yeah, he's a pretentious douche usually.
Sounds right.
That's why we are still waiting for Portal 3 10 years now. They hit their 10-year mark since Portal 2.
Yeah. Never gonna happen.
People asked, he did a conference where he was talking about who cares, and he did a panel interview. He was just, on a panel, whatever. And then they asked him, someone from the crowd asked, is Steam going to be porting anything to consoles, or is every game just going to stay on PC? So he answered with, he would get a better idea by the end of this year. So that takes the internet by storm, and everyone's coming out and saying that Valve is probably secretly teasing a new console.
Worked well for Google Stadia.
Maybe that's what PlayStation's gonna do instead of fucking Game Pass.
Like an agreement with Steam?
Yeah, put Steam on it. That'd be sick.
Well, if that happens, we called it first.
You heard it here, folks.
Speculation and nonsense coming from Plotty time.
Yeah. Then I'll maybe actually play the Half-Life games.
You wouldn't want to do that, would you? Like, that'd be silly, right? To play games.
No.
Who has
Can't
time?
get anywhere else.
Yeah, fuck that.
Ridiculous. But that does it for video game news / stuff.
Pew.
Oh, I expected more wild speculation, but
Only one a week, buddy.
That's all that's out there. I don't know what to tell you. There's always like other fan speculation and other horse shit, but it all has to do with like who's going to be the next person in Fortnite,
Yeah.
or something about Ubisoft changing their name to Ubisoft Original Games. I don't know. It's all dumb bullshit. That's why I don't announce it. But I don't know why then I decided to talk about it just now.
I thought you were just ripping that
How about we get into the game this week? How's that sound?
Yeah, let's check it out.
So this game, one of the OG PC game classics that was released, I think it's important for history for us to say, it was released after 2 separate Chex Quest games.
It's good to know. Good to know.
Obviously, we're talking about Half-Life.
One.
It was released November 19th, 1998 for PC, developed by Valve and published by Sierra Studios. It is an action-adventure first-person shooter with sci-fi bullshit, written by Mark Laidlaw.
The Mark Laidlaw.
And it was suggested by Brian C.
Brian C. Shout out Brian C.
Shout out
again
Brian.
to Ham Man.
Whoop,
Attaboy
whoop.
Ham Man. Even though Brian C. It's fine. So, Chump Slap, you picked it this week. This was your game that, well,
I didn't
someone else
pick it.
requested it. You're leading us along this fucking game road. So how about
Jeez,
you
keep just
get us in
talking.
here, tell us what it's all about.
Just keeps chatting about
Yeah.
nothing. All right.
It's called podcasting, bro.
I hear you, brother. So, you're a dude. Your name is Gordon Freeman. You work at Black Mesa Research, Sector C Test Lab and Control Facilities. And this is your story.
A
Okay.
long story.
It's not really that
No,
long
it's not.
if you just cut to the main parts. So, the first main part, long-ass train ride.
Classic Gordon,
So-
late for work again.
Yeah. And when you get there, the guy's like, you're late. I'm like, dude, the train ride was 20 fucking minutes. You could have walked there faster.
Very unprofessional of Gordon.
Mhm.
Before we really get into it, did anybody play this?
No.
No, I've only ever played 2.
Oh, yeah, I probably should have looked this up before this. But was this part of the Orange Box Half-Life 1?
No, 2 was. 2, Portal, and Team Fortress, I believe.
Yeah, you're correct. I don't remember playing this game specifically, but I do remember this train ride. Like, maybe I just played the beginning and got bored.
Yeah, because it's like 20 fucking minutes.
Yeah, it's forever. It
And
takes
just talk
goddamn
about how
ever.
you're late.
Yeah.
I get how it's like trying to set up like an atmosphere and show that you're deep into this thing, but at some point you're like, fuck. Like, I was watching the YouTube video at 1.5 speed,
Mhm.
so it was way faster, and after like 20 minutes they're still in the fucking rail car. I'm like, God, we got to move this along.
Yeah. And why do they have to have the rails switch from bottom to the top and there's elevator rails? It didn't make any sense. It's a real waste of resources if you ask me, Black Mesa.
Typical government work, right? I don't know if this is government. Typical.
They said it a couple of times, but I wasn't sure because, this is very unprofessional for a government workplace.
That's a good point. Yes.
It was like a farce of a lab job.
Yeah, I don't think it was government work. I think it's just private company.
Maybe like a government contractor, maybe?
Because the government shows up later.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
And they're really cool. They're really cool about the
Yeah,
whole
they're pretty
thing.
cool. They're pretty neat. So you get to your job, you're walking past, and there's another security guy who's like, I got some messages for you, but I lost them.
Forgot about that guy.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck was that all about? And then there's talk about TPS reports.
That was just, it got ridiculous.
Blah, blah, blah. Everyone's just bitching. It's like a normal work environment. You get your hazardous suit and you go to the lab. In the lab, they're like, okay, we need you to go in and move a crystal into a laser beam.
Which I guess is your day job.
Yeah, I don't think he does that every day because most of the people are like, "Oh, you're in the fucking fire today."
And they explain to him how to do it like 6 times.
Yeah, and they're like, "You gotta be very safe." And while you're walking there, everyone's like, "Oh, shit's on the fritz, man."
Yeah, they say it all the time.
There's too much power.
Yeah, this computer's acting up. This microwave ain't working.
You think we should try this experiment? Fuck it, dude.
It's like Chernobyl.
Yeah.
No, we're doing the experiment. We're doing it.
Yeah.
This is all too dangerous. We're still doing it. We got to do it. Been too long.
So like, all right, buddy, you go talk to a bunch of scientists, quote unquote scientists. You know what I mean? And you get there, you push a laser in, or no, you push the crystal into the laser.
Uh-oh.
And it blows the fuck up, man.
Never ends well.
It shoots
Sure does.
shoots shit everywhere. They call this a resonance cascade.
Yeah, like how they were talking about, oh, the chance of one is extremely low.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely horrible foreshadowing. What a resonance cascade is, you might ask? Thank you for asking.
What's a resonance cascade?
I don't know.
I had no idea either. I was hoping you'd explain it to me because I had no idea.
Apparently, it opens portals, which randomly insert enemies from all this other dimension called, what was it called?
So is it like
Zen.
another dimension, or is it a far-off planet?
It's another
It's another
dimension. Another dimension? Another
Could it be
dimension.
a new galaxy?
No, they definitely said it's another dimension.
A
I don't
new
know if they
galaxy.
go into it later.
Another dimension.
Another dimension.
Okay.
According to the Half-Life Wiki, a resonance cascade is a cataclysmic quantum event.
Of course.
Yeah,
That's exactly how I'd describe that. Whatever. So you're like, oh shit, all these people are dying. And everyone's like, yeah, get to the surface, get the fuck out of here, and try to save us. So you're running around,
fighting some monsters.
fighting some monsters. There's a bunch of head crabs. And if you don't know what a head crab is, it's
A crab on your head.
it's a crab that jumps on your head and takes over your body. So you're shooting a bunch of scientists with head crabs.
And some security guards with head crabs.
Yeah. And you run into some security guards that help you.
So the head crabs, they basically jump on scientists or security guards or whomever's unfortunate head they jump on.
Mm-hmm.
And they like mutate into these other dimensional beings?
No, they just take over your brain and they use your body.
Yeah.
Well, what were the mutated guys?
Oh, we'll get to that. Oh, you're talking about
Okay,
the Vortigaunts?
Yes.
Aren't they just monsters from the other dimension?
Yes, they're slaves in the other dimension, actually. Anyway, so you're running around, you get a crowbar, you get some nades, you get some guns, yada, yada. You know how it is.
Sure.
Bunch of scientists dying. This probably pissed off scientists something fierce.
They were junk scientists anyway.
Yeah, they knew what a resonance cascade was.
Obviously not.
So, honest question, and maybe it was just the video I watched, but the video I watched was like from the original game way back when.
Bad
In
graphics,
1998.
yeah.
Yeah, and I was wondering, like, is it the same security guard you're always running into? Or are they
No,
different ones?
they're
They were different ones.
Because a couple of them die.
Yeah, that's why I was so fucking confused. 'cause
Yeah, they all
show
look
on-
the same. Yeah,
They had like 3 scientist models and 1
Yep.
security guard model.
exactly.
Which, whatever, product of the time, fine. But I was very confused that they were supposed to be different or the same ones.
How do you... No. Man, Poppascotch.
What?
Getting confused at different scientists and different security guards.
Oh yeah. I mean, there were literally 3 scientist models, and if there was a group of 5 scientists,
Yeah.
2 of them were the same.
Yeah, they're duplicated.
Yeah.
But thinking you're running across the same security guard every time?
Yeah. Seriously.
Well, that's why I was like, oh, it's a different one, because the other one I'm pretty sure got killed by a monster, and then it was the exact same model and voice. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I thought the game was like fucking with me, like this was intentional, not like a graphical limitation, but like this is part of being in the portal.
It's like
Like
being
you keep
in...
seeing the same people
Oh
over and over
no,
again.
you're in real life here.
It's like being in the Fallout, that vault with all the same guys.
Gary's.
Gary's, that's
Yeah.
Gary's, yeah.
Gary?
Gary. Hey, Gary. Then
And then you run into these larger aliens, which are the Vortigaunts. They're I guess they're not aliens, just trans-dimensional beings.
Yeah.
They could be aliens taken to the who knows. They don't go into it here.
Let's just call them TDBs or whatever.
Yeah. But they have green laser powers and shit. They shoot stuff at you, yada yada.
Another tough
Okay.
enemy. They
Yeah.
seemed annoying to fight.
Yeah, right? You're still trying to make your way out. And later on your way out, you see that the Marines are coming.
Dum dum dum.
And you're like, oh,
Good old U.S. Armed Forces.
sweet, they're here to help us. But they're not.
Are they?
They're not.
They're not there to help, but they're the good guys. They're our friends.
No, they're there to kill everybody who knows anything
Oh.
about this. And
Shucks.
I guess not even shut it down. They'd rather kill the scientists than work on stopping what's happening.
I'm pretty sure. Well, not that it matters, but isn't it illegal to use the United States Armed Forces against civilian things?
I think you need like specific order from the president to do it. You're thinking of the CIA. It's not allowed to operate on
No,
U.S.
that's not what I'm
soil.
thinking about. But
He's thinking about the Marines.
the
killing
Marines being
scientists.
a police force. You would need to get like the National Guard or something.
Well, this is Black
That's
Ops
yeah.
to begin with. I mean, this is a company that's doing some crazy shit.
Mm.
And they've been doing it for a while, as you find out later. But Marines are there to kill everyone and stop this whole thing from getting to the public.
Humans and transdimensional beings.
Yes.
Sure.
So you're running around. You run into a scientist who tells you, he's like, dude, I know these folks down in Lambda Lab. They know what they're doing. They can stop this whole fucking thing.
I just like how you said that. I know these folks down there. They're really helpful.
All right, I know these scientists.
They know how to close the portal.
portals, or
Sure,
they
sure.
know how to close the breach, whatever the hell's happening.
You should go talk to them because you're a scientist.
He's like, you're a scientist, and somehow you're a fucking killer. You're killing Marines and shit, like nothing at all.
Yeah.
So you're on your way there. You reach the surface, right? I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now
Yeah.
you're like, you got to go to the rocket test labs because that's an entrance to
get
the
to
tram
Lambda
system
Labs.
that can get you to the Lambda labs. So you go to the rocket labs and there's a bunch of scientists there and they're like, oh my God, there's this crazy giant tentacled creature and it's killing everybody.
And then it kills a bunch of people.
It kills a whole lot of people. And you're like, oh shit, what do? You got to start the generator. Ding, ding, ding.
That's a bingo board. Yep.
And power up the rocket, test, and fire
To kill the tentacle
thrusters
monsters.
onto the tentacle monster to kill it.
What a bad place for the tentacle monster to come out.
I know, like why right there? It doesn't make sense, but it's convenient for you, Gordon Freeman.
Yeah.
Somebody should redo this game with just Morgan Freeman.
Just his voice.
I guarantee there's probably a mod for it out there.
There probably is. This game's been mod to death. So you have to go start another generator and get the tram running. So you do that.
This is still the whole point is to get to Lambda base, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The first point was to get to the surface and get help. Then you run to a scientist. He's like, you got to go to Lambda. They're the only people who can help you. So
Yeah,
now you're trying to get there.
Yeah. They know how to shut it. They need some help.
Oh, the creature was blocking the access tunnel to the tram.
Yeah.
That's why you had to kill it.
Gotcha.
All right. You run into a security guard, and he's like, I got this message from a scientist, and he said, you got to launch this fucking... What the hell? We got to launch the satellite into orbit, or else
Yeah.
we can't close it.
Which it's amazing they have that satellite all ready to go.
Well, it's in case something like this happened, I assume.
Yeah. Do you think they'd put it in space before they?
Yeah. Hindsight is 2020 scientist. So,
Speaking of mutually assured destruction.
yeah, all right. So you're driving the tram, you're going to the launch a fucking satellite now.
Yeah.
So you shoot
Yeah.
your way, kill a bunch of people, blah blah blah,
Sure.
and you eventually launch a satellite. And I have a note here that the tram takes so many elevators again, with these fucking rail elevators. I don't understand it.
It's a complex underground.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Black Mesa, apparently they have money to waste.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, why can't we just hop in regular elevators? Why do you gotta take tram elevators?
Yeah. And if you're going down 3 floors, why do you have to take a tram down 1 floor to the other side, down another floor and back. It's silly. But you're killing a bunch of Marines on your way because you're the man. You kill a sea creature with a fucking crossbow.
Yeah, that's the bet. The one guy tells you that it's the best thing to use against.
Yeah, he's like, you got to use this crossbow down there because the only way to get to where you're going, it's flooded. So you have to swim down there, kill this dude, and go. So you do that. You think you're almost there, and then bam, smacked in the back of the head by some Marines.
That should be definitely a BO spot.
Yeah.
Smacked in the back. Or is it already?
I don't think it is.
The KO.
Knocked out and taken to a different location.
I don't think it is, but you're right. It should be. We just had one from Mirror's Edge.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
And in the other one we did, Metro.
Yeah. Might
What
be
would we
every
call it?
game.
The KO.
KO.
Just the KO. All right. That's on. It's on the board. It's spot number 20 out of 25.
All right.
Which is weird. They take you as you're unconscious.
Yeah. And where do they put you? Scientist.
In a garbage crusher.
Yeah, they do.
I was so pissed. I wrote in my notes, and then they take you to a trash, and then you get put into a trash compactor. And my next note is "fuck you."
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
going to kill him. Let's slowly do it in this trash compactor.
Yeah, with conveniently stacked boxes to get out.
Which can easily navigate out of it and then come and get you immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been stuck in trash compactors before, and they're pretty easy to get out of anyway.
Yeah.
If I had a nickel, you know.
Tell me about it. So you get out, and you're trying to find the scientist to get... What do I have here?
I don't know. I stopped looking at my notes.
After you escape, you get a crowbar and a gun. You just keep killing your way
They
out.
start like airstriking the place, right?
Yeah, because the Marines get overrun by aliens.
Yeah. So they just start dropping bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually they just cut their losses and say, you know what? We can't keep this under control. Let's just blow it the fuck up.
Yeah. And you're going through these puzzles and shit you gotta do.
More enemies and aliens to kill.
Yeah, malfunctioning security bot. Or, no, surgery bot. That's right.
There was also, like, did you guys see the robots with the machine guns, like the ED-209s from RoboCop?
No.
No.
All right, cool. Maybe
Were
I
they
just
like
fever
turret
dreamed it.
creatures?
They're like
turret.
walking robots. They weren't creatures. I think they were at the base or the Marines brought them.
Oh, no. Not the video I watched, but yeah.
Okay.
I believe you.
And you eventually make it to the Lambda Lab.
Mm-hmm. And you get a badass laser weapon, yada yada. Oh no, this is where you're fighting your way out to the surface again for some reason. Oh, because you've been knocked out and taken somewhere else. Right?
Yeah, I do have in my notes when you fight the helicopter, when you're trying to get to the Lambda base, I have it written here, like, how the fuck does this guy know how to use this rocket launcher? Because he's an engineer, right?
He's a badass. I mean,
Is that just what we're going with?
I guess. I mean, look how
I
many
just assume
Marines
they're
he's
easy to
killing.
launch because
I mean, he's an engineer. I'm sure he could figure out the directions.
I'm going to say the people who use them in real life are not the most intelligent people.
They're not engineers. Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
Pretty sure it's
okay.
just point and click.
It's a hot take.
Yeah.
But all right.
But anyway, you're on the surface, bunch of Marines killing. You got to kill a bunch of people. And you got to make your way to Lambda Labs. And there's aliens versus Marines fighting, yada, yada. A bunch of more puzzles. And you finally make it to the lab.
Whoa, a bunch of scientists.
And you're like, what the fuck, man? I thought you said I'd shoot the satellite up and the shit's closed. And they're like, yeah, well, it's being held open on the other side by a very strong individual. We don't know what he is, but you can go through and kill it, right?
I mean, you got this far. You seem like you're a killer. Let's keep rolling with it.
Yeah. So they're like, all right, yeah, here's some armor. Here's a fucking jetpack. Boom. You go have some fun. You hold off a wave of enemies while they're opening the portal for you. And you go to Xen. Xen.
Ooh.
That's the name of the place.
This reminded me almost exactly of the new Doom game.
Yeah, right. Good call. You jump through the portal, and you're in this weird cave world, bunch of head crabs everywhere, yada, yada. And you get to this boss, Nihilanth. And you're like, what the fuck is that thing? It's like a flying baby with 3 arms. And it's apparently what's controlling the other creatures, the Vortigaunts and such. Because while you're running through these caves, you find a slave Vortigaunt's breeding chamber where they're making enemies and shipping them out.
So that's what they're doing. Kind of like Phantasm.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Got it. 10-4, moving on.
Yeah, so that's what they're doing there. And you're like, what the fuck's going on? Then you meet this thing, and it's just floating around. You got to kill it. Yada, yada. You do. And you're like, all right, sweet. That's it. That's the fucking portal should be closed now. How the hell am I getting back?
Yeah, it's a good question.
And then...
I like how you didn't think about that beforehand.
Yeah, if you kill this guy, the portal should be closed.
Yeah, go through the portal and close the portal. All right.
No problem. Or my name's not Gordon Freeman. So you kill this thing, and all of a sudden this G-Man, dressed up in a suit, shows up. He's like, I'm impressed, Mr. Freeman. My employers would like to employ you. And he's like, I'll give you two choices. Walk through this portal, and we'll give you a job. Or walk through this, and you will fight a battle you cannot win. And if you do walk through, you do fight a battle where enemies just don't stop coming and they kill you. So to end the game, you have to walk through the portal. He said, we'll give you a job. And you walk through the portal, and it says something like suspended animation waiting for job or something like that. I don't remember exactly.
Kind of like the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, exactly. Or like Master Chief.
Yeah.
Just suspended animation until you find what you're needed to do. And then that's the end of the game.
I was pretty mad about that ending.
How so? Wait. Why don't you tell us?
Are we getting right into it? We're getting right into final thoughts?
Do you want to?
It sounds like you have some ready to
Or do you
go.
want to talk about it?
I got some thoughts. I'll tell you that.
All right.
And they might be final.
Oh, snap.
But I don't know like exactly what you want to answer.
I got a couple things you can do. Why don't you tell us, would you play it? Did the story work for you?
Would you score
And
it?
finally, would you score it?
Oh, thanks for asking. Would I play it? Absolutely not. Not in a billion years, because I do vaguely remember. I assume it was this game and not Half-Life 2, because I did play through Half-Life 2. But I remember getting this game probably way after it came out. I remember the train ride, and I remember finally I got control of the character. Finally I could play the game, and the first thing I got as a weapon was a crowbar. I'm like, fuck this game, and I stopped playing it. That was the end of it.
It's an iconic crowbar, man.
It is. It's like right up there with the BioShock wrench, probably more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is iconic. The head crabs are iconic. A lot of big fans of this game, but I don't think it's aged very well. I think even if you did a complete remake, I don't want to play it. Let's just put it that.
Fair enough.
Because I have a lot more to say about the story. So, did the story work for me? I think for the time it was great. And compared to what was out at that time, we had, and I looked this up.
Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, exactly. We had like huge story epics. In the first-person shooter, GoldenEye had a pretty big story, but that was more of a movie tie-in.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense as a game standalone if you didn't watch the movie. But then we had like Star Wars Dark Forces and Dark Forces 2, which were great. We had Quake and Quake 2, and we had Unreal, but none of those had like robust or like charismatic characters in their stories. So to have this game, to have this icon Gordon, to have these rando scientists and security guards that had some character, I think that's why people love it, because they built a neat world.
Yeah. All right.
But the story is basically, hey, let's do this experiment. That didn't go well. Now we got to fix this. Now the military is going to kill us. Finn, you took a job. That's it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there wasn't much to it. There was humor. There was character, which is pretty much the only reason to play this game, because it's just slightly a little more than shooting level after level. But you know, did the story work for me overall? I'm going to say not really. So what would I score it? I thought long and hard about this, and I know this game is iconic. I know that a lot of people love it. I know a lot of people love Valve and Steam, but as far as the story goes, there's not much to it. It does get some points for character, but overall, end of the day, it's getting a 7 from me. I think that's fair. I think, even for the time, it was a step forward, and it gets my respect. But if we're just looking at the story, there's not really much to go on here. Because a lot of the lore, I think, was either wikied or retconned later, because I don't remember them referring to these aliens as anything.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I looked that up.
So 7, that's what I'm doing. I'm done. So how about we talk to you, Dr. Syintist, in probably, I don't know, one of the top 3 most scientist abusing games we've been on here. Like,
it kills a lot of scientists, man.
Singularity killed a lot of scientists.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we do see a lot of scientists die.
But I mean, there's a lot in this one.
I just want to say you barely ever see a cook die.
Fair enough. You're right. They do, but not nearly as often. A lot of scientists are fodder. Prey killed a lot of scientists too.
Yeah.
But anyway, Dr. Syintist, do you want to play the game? Did the story work for you? What would you score it, sir?
Oh, thank God. When I play the game, no, you know me. I don't like first-person shooters and bull crap like that. Unless they're particularly unique or good.
Borderlands.
So this basically this video game, you research this, and it doesn't make you want to play it any more than you did before you looked at it.
Which was 0 before. So.
Right. Okay.
Fair.
Understood.
The story, as you said, was just boilerplate, boring kind of, hey, we accidentally did this thing, and we got this scientist here who can fight off armies of people for no particular reason that I understood, at least.
Well, by the end, he gets like a crazy armor. I know.
Yeah,
that.
but he has armor in the beginning too. But like, he's not like
specially trained.
He's not
27 years old.
He's not particularly immune to the aliens.
He's 27 years old.
He's 27. Like, he had to become right out with his fucking PhD, right?
If he even has one.
He does. It says in the beginning.
Oh.
He must have been like one of those like Doogie Howser brilliant kids.
I don't know. I just saw 27.
Yeah,
I was like, fuck you.
Yeah, but Doogie Howser couldn't fight off an army.
I mean, not at 13 when he's doing his fucking rounds, but make Doogie Howser with 14 years of service out there. I don't know.
But it was just some Joe Schmo. It's like they pulled a cook out of the kitchen and just had him fight an army.
It's been done.
Has it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's
probably one of the Dead Rising games or something.
No, I'm thinking of a movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme in it, I think.
Oh.
No. Seagal was a cook.
Yeah.
Seagal, yeah. Deadly Ground?
Oh, I thought it was.
God, I want to say it's Under Siege.
It is
Under
Under Siege.
Siege,
That
yes,
is it.
yes.
Yeah. I couldn't think of the name.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, he at least had special training.
Yeah, he wasn't just the cook.
He wasn't just the cook.
That's true.
That doesn't even fit the metaphor at all.
Well,
Come
I'm
to
just
think of
saying.
But yeah, I don't know. No matter what, whatever. I didn't like that story part of the story.
I got it. Yeah, it's fair.
I like kind of the trans-dimensional thing opening, and then that part was okay, classic, not particularly great in any particular respect. And like you said, it is iconic and well-known and loved game, but none of that matters to me because I don't love it or I think it's iconic. So I gave it 6 stars out of 27.
That's
6.
fair.
I mean, I gave it a 7. That's completely reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
So how about you there, star of the show, Sir Chump Slap?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to play it now? Did the story work for you? What would you score it?
I would play it on the 4K video that I watched. Like, if I could play that version of it, I might play it.
Sure.
But like as it is now, just like booting it up straight regular version on Steam, no, I wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Barely watchable, let alone playable. Story work for me. I mean, I don't know how many times I gotta say this, but it was a story. It did have a beginning, middle, and an end. But the whole, like, are they just fucking with you? They're like, you gotta go inside because you were late today. And it's like, watch this, guys. We're gonna fucking jack this shit up.
Right.
We're going to actually try for a fucking, what was it called? Cascade, whatever.
Resonance Cascade.
Resonance Cascade. Because they're all talking about it.
Yeah.
They're all like, oh, this might be the one. This might be the one. Gordon, get in there, you fucking late prick.
Right.
So, I don't know. There's no reason. Why are they trying? Where these crystals come from?
I assume through the dimensional game, whatever.
Dimensions End.
Yeah.
Why are you throwing lasers at it?
Because that's what you do with crystals.
Refraction, bro.
Touche.
It might have some explanation in one of the later games because it isn't explained here at all.
No. It's like, what were the little experiments like before you got to this huge crystal? Was this the biggest crystal? Was it the most lasers you put at it? What happened? I don't know. But anyway, you just open a portal. You have to fucking end it. And that's pretty much the story. So, on a base level, it worked. I guess some of the security guards had a little bit of personality, but as for everybody else, they were literally faceless scientists and security guards. You couldn't tell them apart. So, no. All in all, look, I'm a fan of Half-Life 2. I've played the shit out of Portal. I love this, that it started a series. I'd love to play Half-Life Alyx if I ever got VR and a computer that could run it.
Right.
That's not going to happen.
No, it's not. I don't know. It didn't do it for me. I'll give it a fucking 9 just because it's something.
22 stars.
I mean, it's loved by a lot of people. It's iconic. Everybody knows Lambda and the fucking crowbar.
Well, it's probably in the top 10 of our ratings from this season so far.
Yeah, right.
It definitely is. 22 is 2 points lower than we gave Clock Tower.
Mm-hmm.
2 points lower than we gave Link to the Past.
Mm.
And 3 points lower than Devil May Cry.
Yeah, those were all more unique and
Yeah. And
Like-
not particularly story-strong games.
yeah, I know.
Just to give you what is it above? It's 4 points higher than Dino Crisis 2.
Definitely deserves more than that, but
That's not here or there. So
Yeah.
there it is. There you go, Brian C. We did Half-Life for you. It's probably disappointing.
Yeah, sorry we disappointed you. Maybe Half-Life 2 will be better.
I don't know. We'll see.
we'll see.
We will probably see. So that's going to take us to our favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Scientist Classic Wrestling Finisher Week.
Oh, my God, he submitted.
Running out of things to say.
I don't know. Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, I'll stop.
Ref, end it. End it. Off the top rope. Jimmy Fly Snooker from the top of the cage.
Every week, we ask Dr. Scientist for a 100% guaranteed awesome wrestling submission move or lock or hold or whatever. It's a finisher, and he never disappoints us. This week, Dr. Scientist, what do you got for us?
Oh, we got the classic finisher from Kurt Hennig, a.k.a. Mr. Perfect and the Perfect Plex.
Perfect Plex. Can't wait to watch this video.
It's kind of
Why don't you explain it to us?
as described in the Pro Wrestling Wiki, with their opponent in a front face lock with the near arm draped over the attacker's shoulder, like you would do any suplex.
Oh, of course.
The wrestler hooks the opponent's near leg behind the opponent's knee with his free arm and falls backwards, flipping the opponent onto his or her back. The wrestler will keep the leg hooked and bridge to pin the opponent in a cradle-like position.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I believe no one kicked out of the Perfect Plex. Maybe Hulk Hogan did.
Yeah.
But-
Somebody had to.
Is it like a half Nelson?
No, it's like a regular suplex, but you hook the knee up and you like
You can pin them while doing it.
yeah, and
You don't just get out of it right away.
you like flip them over and they're holding their legs so they can't kick out.
Okay. It's clear, but if you want to see it,
Yeah.
head on over to YouTube. We'll put a link in there.
Oh, shit.
See if we can find a good comp.
I did see there was a couple comps of Perfect Plexes.
Great. That's perfect.
Oh, boom. There it is. The Perfect Plex. Mr. Perfect. Classic wrestling finisher. Any hoodles. Let's head over to our favorite segment of every week, which is Chump Slaps. Would you rather? Every week we ask Chump Slap a would you rather question, and he has to answer and explain his decision. So this week, boy, do we got this one is unpleasant.
Nice.
This is an unpleasant one. It's gonna be, okay, let's just get into it. Chump Slap.
Yeah.
This is a deserted island scenario. You are on a deserted, abandoned island by yourself.
My favorite kind of scenario.
Would you rather eat your dead friend
Yes.
or kill and eat your cat on a deserted island?
Wait, you don't have to kill your friend?
Yeah, the friend's dead already?
No, friend's already dead. You just got to eat them or kill and eat your cat.
Well, here's a little something you don't know about Chump Slap, but he has a morbid curiosity of what human flesh would taste like.
I wish I knew that before I picked this.
I mean, don't you?
No, I do not.
You don't want to know?
Didn't they call it the long pig?
Yeah. But
no, I don't want
everything else tastes like chicken. I love fucking pork.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God.
I'm not going to kill my cat to fucking sustain myself. I'm going to help.
Who else is he going to talk to on this island?
I'm going to feed off my dead friend and feed some of that dead friend to my cat. So he gets a taste for human flesh. So when I die, he'll be all right.
Wow. All right. I didn't think you'd be so comfortable with eating a person, but here we are. We're learning a lot about Chump Slap.
I'm on a fucking deserted island. What am I going to just drink coconut water? That's a laxative, first off, in high doses.
I would like to be stuck on an island. I could lose some weight.
Yeah, but you'd have to eat him before he went rotten. You know what I mean?
You cook it up, throw some salt on it.
Fair.
So would you rather jerky your friend or kill and eat your cat, and you're still not going with cat?
No, I wouldn't kill my fucking cat for.
Are you saying you would kill the cat?
I think
I
he's
would
saying
kill
it.
the shit out of that cat and eat it.
Why do
over
you
a
think
dead
the cat would
person?
taste better than the human?
It's not about taste.
There's a lot more flesh on the human. You're gonna live longer with that.
You guys are just okay.
Do you ever hear of starving to death on rabbit meat?
I looked at this question very differently than you guys did.
Apparently. You have a lot more sanctity for human life. Ooh, you fucking weirdo.
It wasn't about which tastes better, you fucking psycho. Christ. All right, well, if anyone maybe someday, I don't know, at some point in their life, knows what human flesh tastes like, and they wanted to explain it to you in 1,000 words or more, where would they send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
First off, that's not good enough. You can't explain what something tastes like to me. I'm going to have to try it. And if you'd like to get my address and send it to me, send me an email at plottytime@gmail.com. I will respond to every one of you guys. Like Brian C. here and Ham Man.
Ham Man. And Sam P. There's also a Sam P out there.
Yeah, he's coming next week. Maybe.
Let's say what they wanted to get to us faster on the socials about what people taste like. How would they do that, Dr. Syintist?
At Plotty Time on Instagram, Twitter, and the New York Times crosswords app.
Nice.
Perfect. And if you wanted to see our pretty little logo in front of a beautiful little waterfall, you can head on over to YouTube. Like and subscribe there. Listen to the podcast. Get around those work filters. It really helps us out. And in fact, you know what? You should just rate and subscribe everywhere.
Yeah,
Review,
rate, subscribe, review.
Yeah, they don't even have to be positive reviews.
Yeah, do whatever you
No.
can. Just fucking get the word out.
Tell your friends how much you love it. Tell your friends how much you hate it. To listen to it. But that does it for us. So get out there, play some games. Don't trust Dr. Syintist, and we'll talk to you next time.
Peace. Record it on a CD for your dad to play in his car.